everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I'm going to be sharing my haul for the month of May, and I feel very fortunate because most of what I have to share with you has actually been gifted, so I didn't really buy anything for myself this month, apart from just a couple of things here and there, a couple of replacement pens and stuff. I really didn't buy that much. Not for any particular reason. I mean, there are always things that we have, I'm sure, on our wish list and stuff that we want, but no, I was just didn't get anything. I was also trying to be good because I did get tickets to the Capital Summertime Ball, which is in June, so that did take money out of my bank account, but I'm very excited for that. But yeah, I just haven't really bought that much, but I'm so excited to share with you what I have been sent, as well as the few things that I have bought. So I'll get started. So the first thing is this Daler-Rowney. I don't know what the correct pronunciation of that is. Anyway, this is the Mixed Media Multi-Techniques pad, and you get 20 sheets of this, and it's A4, and I found this at Poundland. So they, for a while, have had a few Daler-Rowney products. They've had mini acrylic paints and mini sets of paper. You could get little packs for £1 that had a few sheets in, but this was £3 and you get 20 sheets, and it's very good quality paper. I'd really recommend checking them out. Not every store has the same things, although now that I think these have been in the stores for roughly a month now, so maybe any near you might have them. But I think it's great that they're making really good quality art products like these more accessible, and I'm assuming this is at a reduced price because it's a very good price. So the paper itself, I got the mixed media, as I said. There is a watercolour one and something else, the acrylic one. So you can get an acrylic canvas style card as well. But yeah, this mixed media paper does have some tooth to it. It's very thick cardstock, so perfect, I assume, for watercolour, although it's not specifically designed for that, but mainly for colour pencil or pens and things like that. I think they'd work really well. I've only used a couple of sheets, I think, to test printing some PDFs on, and they seem to work well. And the tooth, as far as I can see as well, seems to be the same front and back the paper. So this was a really good find, and I was very excited to find they had this. So yeah, if you're interested in trying out some paper that isn't too expensive to print PDFs on or do your own artwork, I'd recommend trying this out. And as you can see, and they've also included here what actually will work on here. So I think this is alcohol marker, chalk pastel and oil pastel as well. So lots of mediums, which is great because it's mixed media paper. So yeah, great find, and I'm excited to use it more. Then I got these really cute paper bags just from Amazon, because I have for a while been trying to search for something else to use for my shop items, to package them, because for a long time I used tissue, and whilst I love doing that, it is quite expensive buying sheets of tissue and, you know, getting through it, especially since I do use tissue quite a lot. I really like wrapping things in it, and I thought that these would be perfect. And Rebecca, who sells her paints on Etsy at The Art Spirits, she uses blue versions of these for her paints. I think they're a slightly different size, but I love these bags because they remind me of sweet shops over here, and these fit my products absolutely perfectly. They're just the right size, and yeah, they're just great to, you know, keep everything really nice. And I can use them for other things as well, for packaging up things, but they were really inexpensive. I think they were like £2.50 or something, and I'm really looking forward to using them just generally in my crafting and also for my shop. So yeah, that's those. And then moving on to the last couple of things I bought, which were just a few supplies, just literally two. I went to an art shop that's local to me, and I needed a new ivory pencil, the Polychromos. I absolutely love this. This is one of my favourite pencils that is in the Polychromos set. And in my Rita Berman work, I do tend to stick to just Black Widow and Luminance, but this is such a great pencil just for blending and adding highlights and stuff that I just love having it permanently with the pencils in the pencil case. And the two, I think I have two, but they're both really short, so I thought what I would do is phase those out, but then have this one just with the Black Widows and Luminance, so that I permanently have it with them to use whenever I want to, and then I can continue finishing off the other pencils just generally in my other work. So that's that. And then I wanted to try the Uniball Signo again, because I used to use these. These were my go-to gel pens for such a long time, and for some reason I think I bought some on Amazon, and they were the Japanese versions of the pens, and they just didn't flow properly. And just when I was using them, even the normal versions that I had, like these ones, they just weren't flowing. And I'm not sure whether it was because they dried up. I mean, I assume it was that, because I had them for quite a while. But I use white gel pens so often, and my Arteza I do really like. I do recommend them, and I use them a lot, but on certain paper, or depending what pencils I've used, they don't work as well. And then I usually turn to my acrylic paint marker, and this is from the Graby set. This is now running out, but I actually have something that I will be sharing that will fix this issue. But I kind of flip between paint marker and gel pen depending on what I am doing. If I'm doing outlining, I like using paint markers because they are a lot easier to just go over the lines. But yeah, I wanted to try this again because I tried it out in the shop and it was really opaque. The flow was amazing, so I thought, well, I'll just see how it compares now that I haven't used it for a couple of years, and just see whether it's, you know, a good alternative once my Artezas run out, because I do go through them fairly quickly. I got a big set of them, and they have different nib sizes, but this one's quite thick and the white is a slightly different colour from what I can tell. So yeah, I'm excited to have that to try again, and I'll just keep these in my supplies pencil case. So moving on to some things that the lovely Sue sent me. Bless her, she was so sweet. I wasn't expecting this at all. She sent me some lovely gifts just to say well done for exams and things. I don't know quite yet all the results I got. I think overall they went okay. We don't know about the final results or predicted grades that I can use for my application for university until a couple of months. So yeah, I just got to hold tight for that. But yeah, it was so sweet of her, and I have a few things to show you. So these I absolutely love. These are from Hobbycraft, and I love mushrooms. They're one of my favourite things to colour, and I just love them. And these are so gorgeous. I haven't seen this, well, I actually haven't been to Hobbycraft for a while now, but I'm guessing this is a new line, one of their new lines. But yeah, they're so pretty. Really love these, and she gave me 2 packs, so I don't have to worry about using them up, but they're just absolutely gorgeous, and I love the colours and the illustrations, and I'll definitely be using these. I just love stickers so much, and they are really beautiful, so thank you so much for those. And then I have these mini fold and send letters, which are so cute. I really love these. I have some others. They were the forest ones that Paper Chase did a while ago. One of their, well, they go through phases of different lines of things or different groups of products, and at the time that was it was like a woodland theme, and I bought them, and I like using them. They're great. And this is the same you know, thread of stuff. You get stickers, and then what they are these little envelopes, but you can write a message inside and then fold it up, so it's kind of like a card and an envelope in one, which I think is a really sweet idea. And I know lots of people that I know will love these, and yeah, they are so cute, and they're just a really nice thing, you know, if you just want to write a little note. And yeah, thank you so much. So that was really thoughtful of you, and I hope Paper Chase continue doing these, because I do use them a lot, and I was getting through the wooden ones actually. and they're just a really great idea. That's those. And then she sent me 2 colouring books, which was so kind of her. The first one is The Great Gatsby colouring book, and this is by Joan Cal and Santiago Cal. I'm so sorry if I've said that wrong. This is based on the book by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I haven't actually read it, but I am interested to try out some of the illustrations, just because I don't do portraiture as much as I would like to, because it's not something I'm totally confident with. It's always something that I'm trying to improve whenever I do portraiture. And also just to colour some of the things in the style. I think because it is one-sided, well, it does have the quotes from the book in the back. I'm thinking maybe I'll use markers, just because I have sets of alcohol markers and I don't get around to using them enough, because I don't have many one-sided books, and I do use them for cards and for art and stuff, so I do get around to using them outside of the books. And for example, like I did this last month with alcohol markers and stuff like that, so I do use them. But every now and then where I just have the urge to work with alcohol markers and take a break from pencil, do something like this would just be really really fun to do. And there was one that I particularly liked that I thought would be cool to try a background on. That was nice, that'd be good for a background. Can't find it now. That was pretty as well. That would be good for a background. It's always the case, isn't it? Can't find the page. This one, I thought this one would be really good to do the rain and then like white gel pen lines going down, and just the fashion and everything this time as well is really cool. So I definitely would like to experiment with markers, and the paper's great. I think it's thick. It's definitely thicker than Create Space paper. It feels different, a bit smoother as well. And yeah, looking forward to trying it out. So yeah, thank you so much. And the other book she sent me was Mythic World by Herbie Roseanne. So this was a book that I didn't have, and it was the same with Nature Mandalas. I was, you know, wondering was I going to get them, and I saw that they were in the works, and yeah, she ended up sending it to me, and I was actually going to get it at some point, if not in May, in June. So I'm glad I held off, and thank you so much, Sue. So this book is the newest book by Herbie Roseanne's. I love the fact that his artwork has evolved throughout all of the books he's done. I really like that he got rid of all of the like extra cartoony bits, and it's a lot more realistic. You know, particularly with like Fragile World, I just don't think cartoony images would have suited that particular style. So I'm glad he decided to change that with this new series. There are some pages in here that I absolutely love. One of them being this picture, which is in the book. There are some that are a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie. There are definitely some where I'm like, oh, you know, I probably won't colour them, but there are some that, you know, I was going to get this book anyway, purely for some of the images that I just couldn't wait to colour. So yeah, the fact that Sue thought of me and sent it, I really love it, and especially ones like this. Yeah, this one I absolutely love. Really, really like that one. That might be the first one that I do. And there are obviously others that intimidate me because they're double page spreads. Really like this one. I have coloured some Egyptian style pictures before, and I always love the colour palettes because they're very different to what I would normally go for. So that's always challenging for me, using a different colour palette. See, things like this I really love. It's just very intimidating because it's a double page spread. But then there are some that I do find a little bit scary. They're not quite for me, but I love that one as well. And there's a beautiful, I don't know if it's a deer, I don't know what the technical mythical name for it was. This one, love that one. That was one I spotted in the flip throughs, but I just love his style, and you know, it just means a lot that she sent it to me, and I would have ended up getting it just for the images that I had to get. You know what I mean? There are just some absolutely stunning images in here that are so beautiful. And yeah, I can't wait to see what he does next. I think he's already announced his new book. I can't remember what it's called. But yes, this is obviously his newest, but it did come out a little while ago. So I think if you are in the UK, it should definitely be in the works wherever you are, along with Nature Mandalas as well, I assume. But yeah, I'm looking forward to working in it. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to try and finish my Forever Whip in the Fragile World book first, or get to this at some point. But I'd like to work in Nature Mandalas hopefully before. So yeah, thank you so much. So I really appreciate it as always, and it's such a lovely surprise. You really didn't have to do that, but it means a lot. So thank you. And the last things I have to share with you are from a company called ZSCM, and they're a new company that contacted me about their products, and I was very intrigued because they had some products that are kind of based on other products that I'm sure you're familiar with, but they seemed unique in terms of the colours that they had, and also it worked out perfectly because, as I mentioned, the Gatsby acrylic markers that I love are running out, especially the white, and obviously with them being paint pens, they're going to dry out at some point. You know, there's not an infinite amount of paint in them, you know, like coloured pencils that go on forever and ever. So I was very excited to be able to try these out. So thank you so much for sending these to me. I will put all of the links in the description for you, and I think there's a discount code as well. So if you're interested in that, it will be down below in the description. First thing I have is this, and I didn't think they'd be coming in a case as well, so this is really nice. Quite a thin case, which is perfect for storage. And these are the 21 set of glitter markers, which come like this, and I absolutely love the layout of them. There's also a zip here, so you could maybe put your swatches or other things in there. I'm just going to demonstrate one on some paper. I haven't actually tried them out yet. Let's get this purple. So they're they're very similar to other paint pens in the sense that you have to get them started. So they are a glitter paint marker. So they're not going to be like a glitter gel pen, I imagine. They're going to be more like a paint pen with the glitter in. So I'm just going to give it a shake. And then they've got a nib like this, a plastic nib, very similar to the Gatsby ones, which is perfect because they're the size that I really like. And then you just push down on the nib. I never really know how much they need. You just wait until the paint starts to come down, and I can see that it is. Okay, so I've got it started, so I'm just going to do a swatch and then I will show it to you. So it works very much like a paint marker. They're very smooth, very opaque, and these are similar to the Posca glitter paint markers, but they only come in 8 colours, so it's fantastic that there's a huge range of colours to try out. Oh wow, they are very glittery, and they're definitely more glittery than metallic as well. Sometimes when people advertise things as glitter, they end up being more metallic, and these are definitely glittery. So they're definitely thin enough that you could make them like a gel pen if you wanted to, but they work like a paint pen, and they're very opaque and they work brilliantly. So I'm very excited to use these, and they seem like they're going to last a while. I'm not sure if you can see, they are pretty full, those barrels, so they're brilliant. Absolutely love those. I can't wait to swatch them all out and test them out more. I'm really impressed with these. I think I might just try one more. Let's try the silver. I will get it started off camera for you. Okay, so again, I've got it going. I'm just intrigued to try this one because I wasn't sure whether it was meant to be silver or a clear one. I will hold it up in a second so you can see it. This is definitely more of a clear one, and that makes me very excited, because this could be an excellent alternative to the Jelly Roll Clear Stardust. That is beautiful. It really is beautiful, and I imagine that would go over pencil if you wanted it to. just give that a go. Let's put some purple down. If I go over that, and with it being a paint marker, they tend to go over things a lot easier, although there is wax on the pencil, so you have to kind of rub it off a little bit. Let's see if that shows up over it. Oh, sorry, let's drop the camera. Yes, it does. So the glitter, I'm not sure if you can see that, has gone over the pencil as well. So there is the option that you can colour your images and then go over this, and it acts just like a clear glitter gel pen. So that's brilliant. I'm so excited about that, because I thought from the barrel it was going to be silver, and it's definitely more of a clear, so that's fantastic. Oh, I'm so excited to swatch all these out. I won't do it on camera, but definitely when I use them on a page and I do have them swatched out, I will be sure to share that with you. But yeah, these are fantastic. I definitely recommend them. From the first impressions that I've tried, they seem amazing. And I have the last product to share with you as well. Before I do also just want to say that these are my first impressions of these products. I literally just got them today, just in time for this video. And also everything that I do say with regards to products that have been sent to me, I always give honest reviews, and I genuinely think that the products I have tested so far are really brilliant. I would never, you know, not give a genuine and honest review just because they've been sent to me for free. So yeah, you know, I always want to put forward what I honestly think is true, and I think that they're great. So let's hope that these are. So this set is the 56 acrylic paint markers. Now the reason I wanted to try these was to see how they compared to the Gravy ones, which are running out, that I love. And also they had included within this set some white and black acrylic markers, which is exactly what I needed, because the white one, which I use so much, is running out. So I thought I'd compare it to the white gel pen and the paint marker that I currently have. So you get 12 pastel, 12 classic, 12 glitter, and then 10 of each of the black and white, which is perfect. I thought these would be great not only for colouring books but for painting stones. I really want to try that out because they've got a thicker, broader tip. They're more of a chisel tip. So they come in little separate sets, which I think is such a great idea, because, you know, then you can use each one individually if you wish to. And they also come with spare, oops, sorry, let me just move the box out of the way. They also come with a few spare nibs for the pens. I don't know where. Yeah, here they are. Some spare tips as well. So I'll begin by showing you the paint markers, which I haven't tested out yet, so I'm very excited to. Now they're probably not going to show up the best on white. I don't have any black to hand, unless I have a black. Yes, I do have a black pencil here. And see how well they work on this. And also it is a black Prismacolor, so it's waxy, so I'm interested to see if they go over them. So yes, it's a 20 pack with 10 of each, and they all come in the set like this. I'm going to test one of the black and one of the white. Now these have the same nib, and I believe they are roughly the same size. Yeah, exactly the same size as the glitter markers that I have just shown you. So these are the same principle. You need to get them started for them to work. So I'm going to do that off camera to save some time, and then I will show you them compared to the ones I've already got. Okay, so I've got them to try. So this is the black pen, and I'll just do it up against the black pencil, and it flows brilliantly. Very opaque. Sometimes I have issues with these sorts of pens sort of spraying the paint everywhere, depending what angle you get it at, and I don't have this issue. As you can see, I'm moving the pen around and it's not doing any of that, which is perfect. And also you can sort of do calligraphy with these depending how much you press down, although this does mean that they may splatter a little bit. But you can do so many things with them. You can do lettering, as I said, just doing dots and things, or filling in larger areas. So that's the black, and then try the white one over the black, see how it works. Oh wow, that's amazing. Again, very opaque, plenty of paint in there. Alongside it, I will bring this up to the camera in a second, I'm going to try my Gatsby one. I can tell this is running out a little bit. And then finally the white gel pen, which is working better over the Prismacolor than I thought it would, so that's hopeful. So that's all three of them, and actually, I mean, I know my Gatsby one's running out, but out of the three, the most opaque one is the paint marker, the new one from ZSCM. So I'm very impressed. No, sorry, ZSCM. I am very impressed with how opaque that is. So that is very hopeful. And again, with this, it just flows really well. No skips. I mean, it remains to be seen whether over waxier pencils it has a little bit of issue, but so far that is absolutely brilliant. And the fact that I've got 10 as well is perfect, because I outline so many things with paint markers, so I'm very excited to have those. And that was partly why I wanted to try this out so badly, because of these pens, which I was hoping would be a perfect replacement for the ones that I've run out of, and they are. So that's the first thing in the set. You can also buy these individually if you're just interested in these. And then we have the three sets. We have the pastel, the classic, and the glitter. So I will show you what they look like, and then we'll pick one from each just to test. So these are chisels, so they are a lot bigger than the other ones, which is nice to have some variety. And I thought as well, because they are a bigger tip, you could always pump out a bit of the paint and use a paintbrush and use it like acrylic paint. These colours are absolutely gorgeous. I was particularly interested in these sorts of colours because there are a couple of pastel colours in the Posca pens, but we don't get a huge variety. So I'm very excited to try all of these out. I'm going to give the pink one a go. So as you can see, they are much bigger tips, perfect for larger areas. I'd say, and there's loads of paint in that as well, I'd say these are definitely more for stone painting or bigger projects or large backgrounds if you have any in your books. So these won't really be for like little dots and things like that on your pages. I mean, you could potentially do that if you wanted to, but the accuracy won't be as high with a bigger tip. So they'd be fine for little dots like that. That would be absolutely perfect. And as you can see, that's very opaque. But yeah, these are more for larger areas, which they cover very quickly. That's brilliant. Huge amount of paint flow as well. That colour is so pretty. Love that. So those colours, and again, the colour that's on the pen lid is pretty much the colour that comes out of the pen. So you can be fairly confident to assume that the colours that are on the lids here are the colours that you're going to get. So there are the pastel, sorry, shoot the camera again. Then we have the classic ones. Again, I will show you the colours and then pick one. And all of the colour names are on the front of the box as well. Now, the great thing about this is I have a white in a thicker nib as well, and a black. So that's great. Now I'm going to try one of the darker colours. Let's go for one of the blues. Again, exact same nib. These ones get started a little bit quicker than the thinner nibs, and you don't have to be as careful with these because they're not sort of the plasticky nibs like the other paint pens, so they won't break as easily. Again, that's so opaque. Look at that. Definitely giving Posca a run for their money there. These are brilliant. And they cover area so quickly. But if you are doing bigger projects, I mean, you can definitely do lettering with these. Yeah, I'm very impressed. And a great range of colours again. And I believe this pink looks like it's more of a neon. Let's give this one a quick go. Or maybe I just haven't given it a proper shake. Ah, here we go. Yes, it is. So this is a very, very bright pink. That's fantastic. Wow. So yeah, lovely bright colours there. So they are the classic 12. And then the glitter 12, I knew when I bought these that these were going to be the same, or some of the same colours as the 21 set that I showed you. So, and then the third set that we have are the glitter ones. So these are 12 of the colours picked out from the 21 set. So these I think are duplicates. I could be wrong, but I think they are. And that's great because I have the option of having the thicker tip should I want them. And I think that that would look really cool on top of stones and things like that. I definitely do want to try that out because I think it would be perfect for bigger areas. And yeah, these are 5mm. And I'm not sure if the smaller ones say. Do they say? I'm not sure I can read that. I don't think it does, although it may say on the box what they were. They are 2 to 3mm, those, so they are quite a lot thinner. But yeah, I'm so impressed with these. So overall, I think they're great, and I would definitely recommend checking these out if you're interested in this sort of thing, and as a slight alternative to Posca pens, you know, the bigger colour range. So yeah, that's everything that I have to share with you. As I said, the links will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.